yourselves as if you're actually in court with me. That means you'll need to find a quiet place to speak with me. If you are driving, you need to pull over. If you are at work, you need to find a place where you can speak with me that will be quiet when I call your name. Also, if you're a defendant in a case, you have a right to remain silent. You have a right to have an attorney represent you in these matters this morning. We do have public defenders that are in court with me and on Zoom. If you would like to seek their assistance this morning, I'll be happy to give you that opportunity. Ms. Helen, are you on the line with me?
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, Ms. Helen. Would you explain to those who would like to seek the services of the public defender how they can do that this morning?
Yes, Judge, if you are requesting the services of the Public Defender's Office this morning, please put your first and last name in the chat. A public defender will give you a call at the very end of the calendar. Please include your email address and your phone number in that message, okay? And I think I just sent that in the chat for everyone.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Helen.
Thank you, Judge.
We also have solicitors that are present. If you do not qualify for their services, for the services of the public defender and do not have a private counsel, I'm happy to let you speak with a solicitor this morning to see what they're offering for you to dispose of your case today. If you are an attorney on a matter this morning, your case has probably been transferred to the Orca division by a division judge. As such, the case will remain with the Orca calendar through its resolution. So we have, if you were in a division, you will have new solicitors to be negotiating with. And I encourage you to speak with them today to see what the present offer is in the case. If you are able to bring it to a resolution, we will have pleas in this court. If you are not able to bring it to a resolution, we will schedule you for bench trials or jury trials within the Orca division. With that said, let me see who's with us this morning. Position number 1, Rashad Alexander. That's Mr. Alexander is represented by Mr. Kelbaugh. I believe that Mr. Kelbaugh is going to be joining us later in the day. Is Mr. Alexander with us?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Alexander. I'm going to hold for Mr. Kelbaugh's report. Okay. So if you can hold for me.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Position 2, Holly Andrico.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor. Oops, sorry, my video. Good morning, Your Honor. John Garland from Miss Andrico.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Garland. What are we going to do with Miss Andrico this morning?
Can we pre-trial with the state, Your Honor?
Yes, I'll be happy to do that. Ms. Githier, are we going to have anybody on Zoom this morning from your office? Is anyone from the solicitor's office on the Zoom call? Okay, I do have two. Whose case is this? Okay, Mr. Garland, I'll have you speak with Ms. Githier this morning.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Position number 3, Mary Cook.
Good morning, Judge. That is my case. I believe that's going to be a transfer case from the division. Is that Ms. Cook?
Yes.
Ms. Cook, could you message me your direct phone number in the chat? Judge, I also have the offers for my cases for today already from Ms. Githier. I just want an opportunity to relay that to Ms. Cook and get some information from her as well. So I'm just going to announce pre-trial, Judge.
Okay, I'll hold for your announcement, Ms. Helen.
Thank you, Judge.
Position 4, James Courier, C-U-R-I-E-R.
Your Honor, we're waiting on a copy of the death certificate. Once we receive that, we will nullify that case, but we haven't received it yet.
All right, and who do you expect to receive that from?
Our investigators, can't think who they reached out to, but they're in the process of obtaining.
Okay, thank you,
As soon as I receive it, I'll file it.
thank you.
I apologize, Judge, don't want to interrupt you. We can't hear the prosecutor's table.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Thank you.
Okay, Ms. Githier just informed that the solicitor expects to null pros position number 4. Position 5, Kenya Davis. My understanding that Ms. Davis's case has been reset to a status calendar on February 8th. Position number 6, Daniel Franz.
Yes, here, Your Honor.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Franz.
Good morning.
Judge Calvin Shaw on behalf of Mr. Franz. Your Honor, I just received, or I was checking the docket, and I noticed that supplemental discovery was just filed yesterday or day before yesterday. I believe it's a 911 call. I haven't received it, Judge, so I need an opportunity to review that and file any motions with regard to that, Judge.
Okay, good morning, Mr. Shaw. Let's see, have you spoken with the solicitor's office regarding the offer in the matter?
No, Your Honor, we have not received any offers from them. I'm happy to discuss that with them.
Okay,
The offer was emailed to you November 25th.
Judge, I'll look for that and review it, but I'm still also waiting on them to serve the 911 call.
okay, that's fine, Mr. Shaw. I'm just trying to make sure that before I release you and give you another date that you have everything that you need to have, so that the next time you come before me, that we're able to move the case.
Judge.
Let's see. Would you like to go back on a status calendar or a final plea calendar? Both of them will be in February.
Status is fine, Judge. Is there a date sooner than February, if possible, Judge? I'm trying to fly out of the country for the month of February to India. If there's something sooner.
I can put you in March, Mr. Shaw. I think that our January our December calendars and our January calendars are full right now. So I'm happy to put you on a status calendar in March if that would be of assistance to you.
Yes, sir. I really appreciate that.
Okay, not a problem. So status calendar, this March 7th work?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so March 7th. And that's also at 9 a.m.
And just so I'm clear, did he say he needed the 911 audio?
That's
That
right.
that was attached in the email that I sent you on November 25th.
The filing shows that it was filed 2 days ago.
I
Supplemental discovery-
actually emailed that to you. And it states that in the email that I sent.
Okay, Mr. Shaw, do you have Ms. Githier's contact information?
I do not, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Githier, if you wouldn't mind placing that information in the chat for Mr. Shaw. I just want to make sure that everyone communicates prior to the next hearing.
Yes, Your Honor. I'll reach out to her prior to that and make sure I have an offer and the 911 call.
Okay, very good.
Thank you.
So,
Have a great day.
yes, once you get that information, Mr. Shaw, you and your client are free to go. Have a good day. It's good to see you as always.
You as well, Judge. I appreciate it.
Position 7, Brian Harden. Is Mr. Harden with me?
State request a bench warrant.
Bench warrant will be granted. Mr. Harden does not appear by the end of the calendar. Position 8, Harvard Head.
That one, Your Honor, will be no across. The defendant is deceased, and I will get that over.
Okay, thank you. Position 9, Calvin Hightower.
Okay, good morning. How you doing?
Good
Yes,
morning, Your Honor.
good morning. Mr. Dixon, what are we going to do with Mr. Hightower today?
So, Judge, I just got an offer last night from the state on this case. I did relay that offer immediately to my client. Of course, he had a bunch of questions. I want to at least be able to sit down with him about the offer and kind of express to him the pros and cons of moving forward with the trial, Judge. So, I don't know if you want to forward this on to the next status calendar or put it on the jury trial calendar, but I haven't had an opportunity to fully go through the offer and the pros and cons of proceeding to trial yet.
Okay, why don't we put it on a final plea calendar, so that if it is a plea, we can take it on that day. If it's not, then we'll go ahead and place it on the jury trial calendar. So I do want to give you the opportunity to get this negotiated. If you are going to come to terms, not place it on a trial calendar until you have that opportunity. So we do have a final plea calendar on February 8th. Does that work for you?
Yes, Your Honor, that works.
Yes, February 8th.
Is that at 1:30?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a 1:30 calendar on February 8th. And if you have, Mr. Dixon, if it's going to be a plea and you have the paperwork to the court prior to that date, I don't mind you being over Zoom. If you do not have the paperwork complete, I would like for you and your client, and it's going to be a plea, for you and your client to be here in person if the paperwork's not complete by that date, okay?
Understood, Judge.
All right. Anything further this morning on Mr. Hightower?
No, sir. Thank you.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you have any further cases before me, Mr. Dixon?
No, that's my only case on your calendar this morning, Judge.
All right. So you and Mr. Hightower, you all have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Position 10, Brandon Hill. Brandon Hill.
State request the bench warrant.
Bench warrant will be granted if Mr. Hill does not appear by the end of the calendar. Position 11, Jahara Hobbs. Who's the attorney in this case? Do we know? I just have that a conflict was filed, but I don't have an attorney's name.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes, I'm here, sir.
Mr. Hobbs?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Yes, good morning, Mr. Hobbs. Let's see, you have an attorney representing you in this matter?
No, sir, I don't.
Okay. Would you like to make application for a public defender this morning?
Yes, if possible.
Okay, that's fine, sir. Let's see. And did you hear Ms. Helen earlier that if you would like to make application, if you'll go ahead and place your name and contact information into the chat for me, okay?
Okay.
All right, so at the end of the calendar, someone will be reaching out to you. So hang on until someone reaches out to you and you come back before me, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll be with you. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Position 12, Anthony Hogan.
Yes, sir. I'm here, Judge.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Hogan. Let's see, do you have an attorney representing you? Yes.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jay Apt from Mr. Hogan.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Apt.
I'd like to pre-try that case, Your Honor, and I think it will probably get worked out today. I do have 2 other courtrooms to be in, though, so I'll try. And if I can't, then if I can't get it done this morning, I'll just figure out a way to do it another day. But we'll try to get it done.
Okay, and we'll be here for a good little while. So if you need to go and come back, that's fine with the court. Okay.
Thank you.
Let's see, whose case is this?
Mine, Your Honor.
Okay, so I will also put you into a breakout with Ms. Githia at the end of the calendar.
Thank you so much.
Position number 13, Derek Jones. Derek Jones. Do we have the name of the attorney in this case?
That's me, Your Honor. Good morning.
Oh, good morning, Ms. Watson Cafe. Is Mr. Jones with us?
We attempted to reach out to him, but the number that we have is no longer in service. So we have not been able to reach him.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, we'll see if we can reach him through a bench warrant, Ms. Watson Cafe.
Yes, Your Honor.
Right. Do you have any other cases on the calendar this morning?
Yes, I have a few. I have 4 cases on the calendar. I can wait.
Okay, thank you. Position 14, Michelle Jones.
And Judge, I have a message from Mr. Gaither stating that he's in traffic, but he's on his way there. Can we hold his cases to the end of the call of the calendar for his announcements, Your Honor?
Okay, I'm not sure which cases are Mr. Gaither's, Ms. Helen. So
Understood, Judge. I'll announce for all of them.
okay, so if you'll just let me know, I don't mind holding for him. Michelle Jones, is this one of Mr. Gaither's cases?
That's correct, Judge. Positions 14 and 15.
Okay. Let's see, is Ms. Jones present?
Yes, I am.
Okay, good morning, Ms. Jones. I am going to
Good morning.
good morning, ma'am. I'm going to hold for Mr. Gaither's announcement. So if you'll just stay on the line for me. Also, go ahead and put your contact information in the chat for me so that once he arrives, he'll be able to get in contact with you if he doesn't already have your number, okay?
Okay.
All right, I appreciate that, Ms. Jones. Thank you. We'll be with you.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
Position 16, Stephen Katziff.
Good morning, Your Honor. Zachary
Yes.
Taft, Mr. Katziff.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Taft. Where are we with Mr. Katziff's case?
Discovery was filed 2 years ago and indicated there were videos available, but they have not been produced to me. And so I would need to review those before I can fully advise my client about plea offer from the state. And then we did file a motion to suppress in this case, Your Honor, that I would need to also review those videos to see if there are suppression issues.
Okay. I will put you on the February 22nd motions calendar. Given that you have motions filed, do you believe that'll give you enough time?
I do, Your Honor. The limiting factor just, of course, being that I need to review the videos.
Of course.
And just for the record, it was my understanding that the videos were shared with you back in 2021. I will have them resent to you.
Please do. I informed Ms. Patton back in 2021 that I didn't receive them and didn't hear back. So, but thank you, Ms. Cateo.
Okay. And is that Ms. Bolton, is that a 9 a.m. calendar?
For the February,
Yes.
yes, 9 o'clock.
Okay. So Mr. Taft, that is a 9 o'clock calendar. It's also an in-person calendar. So I'll need for both you and your client to be in G33 with me, okay?
Absolutely, Your Honor.
Anything further this morning?
No, Your Honor. May myself and my client be excused?
Yes, we'll see you in February. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a great day.
Thank you. Position 17, Marie Kellebrew.
Excuse me, is Miss Killebrew present on Zoom? Judge, this will be my case if she appears. It's a new transfer and I don't have updated contact information. If we could just wait until the end of the call of the calendar.
Okay, I'll hold for your announcement. Good morning, Mr. Gaither.
Good morning, Your Honor. My apologies.
No worries. I understand.
Once in a lifetime, I had a really rough morning.
I just want to inform you that on positions 14 and 15, Ms. Jones, she is on the Zoom call. I have asked her to place her number in the chat if you do not have it. So I'm
gonna need her number, and then I can make an announcement now. I believe these are transfer cases, but I only have one case. I only have I only have one file, position 14. I don't even have the file for position 15. So I can get her, I need to get her information so I can talk to her. My announcement to the court is, can we place this on another calendar? Give me an opportunity to at least get the other file an entry and talk to the state.
Okay, so why don't we, for now, why don't I'll hold for your announcement
Sure.
later in the calendar. You speak with the solicitors and with your client, and we'll find out where that other case is. And then once you come back, we'll place you on the appropriate calendar, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Position number 18, Lacey Lee.
Good morning, Judge. That'll be my case. Again, same announcement. That's going to be a transfer case. Is Miss Lacey on the Zoom call or present in court?
I'll give you to the end of the calendar to raise her, Miss Helen.
Thank you.
Position 19, James Love.
Judge Joshua Schiffer on behalf of Mr. Love, and I believe he's in the Zoom with us.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Schiffer. Hope you're well.
Good morning, Judge. Thank you very much. It's day 9 of almost getting done with this double ear infection.
Is Mr. Love with us?
Mr. Love? He may be on mute.
Okay, let's see. Where are we with Mr. Love's case?
The offer has been sent to Mr. Schiffer, and discovery has been filed.
That's correct, Judge. We received written discovery quite a while ago. However, we were recently made aware by the state that the video no longer exists. So we filed a fairly serious motion about due process and all that other good stuff that's going to need to be heard by the court because the video was the best evidence. And that should have hit the filing late last night or first thing this morning.
Okay, so we'll place you on the motions calendar on February 22nd, if that is okay with you.
Absolutely, Judge. And Madam Prosecutor, you're the one assigned to this case it was in Roth, I guess, for a little bit, but now I just want to make sure I'm with the right people.
It's likely going to be someone else handling the motion. And I will let you know when I find out who is going to be handling that motion.
Thank you very much. I'll send you an email. And Judge, that's my only position on it. May myself and Mr. Love be excused?
Yes, and just as a reminder, that motions calendar will be an in-person calendar here in G33 for you and your client on February 22nd, okay?
Thank you, Judge. And that's at 9 a.m. on February 22nd at G33.
That's correct, yes.
Thank you very much, Judge. Wishing everybody a wonderful holiday season.
You also have a good day. Let's see, position number 20, Autumn Lumpkin.
Hello. Good morning, Your Honor. That's me.
Yes. Now, where are we with Ms. Lumpkin's case?
The discovery has been filed, the video has been requested, and the offer has been sent.
I have paper discovery. I will take her word for it with respect to the offer. I just have to check my email. And the video we don't have.
Okay. Can I place this on a final plea calendar in February? Ms. Watson Cafe, would that give you enough time?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so the final plea calendar on February 8th at 1:30. If it is going to be a plea, again, Ms. Watson Cafe, I'm happy to do it over Zoom if I have the paperwork prior to the plea date. If you don't have the paperwork prior to the plea date, we ask that you be in person with us.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And let's see, is Ms. Lumpkin free to go?
Yes, Your Honor. I have good contact information for her.
All right. We'll see you back in February, Ms. Lumpkin. You have a good rest of your day.
All right, thank you. You as well.
Thank you. Position 21, Megan Martinez.
Good morning, Your Honor. Melanie Elwanger here on that case. We have received what discovery there is, as well as an offer. At this point, I guess we just need to go over to the trial calendar.
Okay. The next available trial calendar will be in February, so we will further notice this to the February trial calendar, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Do you have any other cases before me this morning?
I do not.
You and your client have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Position 22, Colton McAllister.
That's my case, Your Honor. Good morning. Casey Cleaver here for Mr. McAllister.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Cleaver. Where are we with Mr. McAllister's case?
We'd be ready for a motions hearing, Your Honor.
Okay. February 22nd, motions calendar at 9 a.m. Does that work for you?
That sounds like it works. Let me just go ahead and write that down. February 22nd at 9 a.m.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
That is an in-person calendar, so we'd expect for you and your client to be in G33 with us, okay?
Understood, Your Honor.
All right. Any other cases, Mr. Cleaver?
I do have another case, Your Honor, for attorney Greg Willis. Let me go ahead and get that last name for you.
Okay, go ahead. What's the name?
Just give me 1 second, Your Honor. If Your Honor wants to come back to me.
Okay. Position 23, Merritt Miller.
Good morning, Your Honor. Devin Rafis here on behalf of Miss Miller, who's also on the Zoom.
Yes, good morning. Where are we with Miss Miller's case?
Your Honor, we're ready for trial. The last time we were in Judge Roth's courtroom for a final plea hearing, and then next thing you know, we're in front of Your Honor. We had asked for two things. The first we had asked for was a bench trial and never officially got a ruling on that. Second, go ahead.
The state would request a jury trial on this.
My understanding that is there anything more than false report of a crime? Is that the only charge?
That's the only charge, is the basis of the false report.
Okay. All right, so the state's asserting their right to a jury trial. And I take it that you all are not able to work this out.
We are not, Your Honor, which leads me to my second request. I was going to request a special set trial. This case, the reason I asked for it is because this case, I have an out-of-state expert. Miss Miller lives out of state, along with some of the other witnesses that will call are also out of state. And so rather than put on the calendar call and have everyone travel in and potentially not be heard, I'd request a special set so that way we can have everyone here and get everyone's flights and hotels and all that arranged.
Okay. When does that February trial calendar start?
Give me 1 second, Your Honor. 1 second.
13.
Okay. And the 13th, is that a Tuesday?
Okay, I'm sorry, Your Honor. Yes.
Yes.
On a jury trial.
Okay. So, Mr. Rafis, my February trial calendar starts on the 13th. That'll be calendar call. I am going to specially set you for Wednesday, February 14th, Valentine's Day. Does that work for you?
Yes, Your Honor, that's perfect.
Okay. So I'll make a note of that you will be called out first on Wednesday, February 14th.
Thank you, Your Honor. And can I request from the new ASG on the case, if you can just, if you can shoot me an email or send me a chat with your contact info so I can have it, I'd appreciate it.
Who's handling this case for the state?
We don't know yet at this moment, Your Honor.
Okay. Who should Mr. Rafis be in contact with until you find out?
He can be in contact with me.
Okay. So is your information already in the chat, Ms. Githia?
I will send it to him.
Okay. We'll send you Ms. Githia's contact information. Apparently she's not going to be handling it, but she'll handle it up till time that it's assigned to a trial solicitor. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Right, so, anything further? Once you get that, information from Ms. Githier, anything further this morning, Mr. Rafis?
No.
No, Your Honor, that's all.
Then you and your client, have a good day. Thank you. We'll see you, back in February.
Thank you.
So what is his name under? I'm not seeing him.
Um,
What was his name under?
Rafus, Rafus, he is,
Yeah, Devin Rafus. My entry and information should be in the file, but I can give you my email now if you just want to shoot me an email.
I think she's just trying to look.
Yeah, I was looking at the name on the calendar. I'm sorry.
All right, position 24, Donnell Parrott. Yes, good morning, Mr. Parrott. We're holding for Mr. Kelbaugh's report.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Oh, Mr. Kelbaugh, good morning. How are you today?
I'm well, Your Honor.
I have a plea paperwork for Mr. Parrott. Are we taking his plea this morning?
Yes, Your Honor. But so I'm sitting outside the Fayette State Court. I would prefer if court's going to be going for the next hour, if I could drive to Fulton and be present with Mr. Parrott in the courtroom.
Okay,
I would appreciate it.
That's fine with me, Mr. Kelbaugh. I'm here this morning and this afternoon, so I'll be here whenever you get here.
Okay, it should take me about 45 minutes to an hour to get there.
Okay, so I'll see you. I'll see you in a little while. You did have another case on the calendar, so I'll hold for your report on that case also.
Yes, Mr. Alexander. I was just going to ask for pre-trial with the prosecutor.
Okay, and I'll just have you do that in person since they're here in person. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
I'll see you in a little while.
Take care.
Position 25, Brian Payne.
Is Mr. Payne present on Zoom or in court? Judge, this would have been my case. If he does show up, if we could just hold till the end of the calendar, please.
Okay. Position 26, Pablo Peralta.
Good morning, Your Honor. That's my client.
Yes, good morning.
Right. My name is Stephen Lindenblatt, and we are waiting on the videos for discovery. We've received, we've been substituted on this case. So we have some of the discovery, but we're just waiting for the videos.
Your Honor, Odyssey says James Douglas Perry is the attorney. So discovery was sent March 21, 2022. And the videos were sent yesterday to Abogado Perry at hotmail.com.
Okay, so Your Honor,
yes.
Douglas Perry passed away on August 3rd. We put in substitution of counsel, and they might have sent those videos to she said she sent it to you, yes. Was it, but it sounded like it was Douglas Perry. Did you send it to Stephen L. Abogado, or did you send it to Douglas Perry?
Abogado Perry at hotmail.com.
Right, so can you please send it to my email, because he's deceased.
Okay.
So I also have an Abogado in there, but it's Stephen with a V, Stephen L. Abogado at gmail.com.
Okay.
Okay. It sounds like you're going to need some more time. Obviously, Mr. Lindenblatt, would you like to go back on another status?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Will February 8th give you enough time?
Yes, it will, Your Honor.
Okay, so we'll place you on the status calendar on February 8th, and that is a 9 a.m. calendar, okay?
I'm sorry, what is it? I'm sorry?
It's 9 a.m. calendar on February.
9 a.m. calendar. Thank you, sir.
Okay. And who's going to be handling this matter for the state?
I am, Your Honor.
Okay, so if you'll just make sure that Mr. Lindenblatt has your contact information, I want to make sure that if there are any problems that you all communicate well before that date. So please reach out if you don't get what you need. I'm gonna have the solicitor place her information in the chat to you. Please make contact with her, well prior to that date, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
Okay, and once you get that information, do you have any other cases on my calendar?
No, Your Honor.
All right, have a good day.
You too. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Position 27, Victor Perkins.
Judge, Mr. Gaither stepped out. If we could hold for his announcement.
Okay, this Mr. Perkins? Yes, good morning, Mr. Perkins. We'll have Mr. Gaither speak with you, okay? All right, thank you, sir. Position 28, Desmond Pham.
Good morning, Your Honor. Aaron Donnelly for Mr. Pham. We are ready for a motions hearing.
Okay.
I don't have any date. So that would be March 21st. That is Tuesday,
Okay, our next date, council, is March 21st at 9 a.m. Does that work for you?
Yes, Your Honor. Are you guys full on the February 22nd date?
Apparently we are.
Okay, yep, March is fine.
Okay. That is an in-person calendar here in G33.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Your Honor. That's all I have. May I please be excused along with my
Yes.
client?
Yes, have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. No idea who that is.
You're welcome. Position 29, Anusha Rastogi.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Juanita Kimball here in court today.
Yes, good morning.
I was previously in the midst of negotiating with the solicitor previously and Judge Roth, but I'm happy to continue with whoever's taking over that case. Could we move to that February status calendar to give us time to speak to hopefully resolve it at that time?
Yes, do you want to be placed on a final plea calendar, or do you think that you will have some motions before that time?
We may, but I don't want to be on a final plea to be taken off the final plea. Is it possible to get on the status and then decide from there, or however the court would like for us to proceed?
What I would prefer is that you're here today, I would like for you to speak and get everything you need from the solicitor today.
Okay.
If I place you on a final plea calendar and you all can't come to terms, then the next step would either be the motions calendar or the jury trial calendar. So if I place you on the final plea calendar, I'm just trying to push the cases along. I don't want to put you back on a status calendar since you're already on one here. And I know it's your first time in the Orca division, so but I do want to give you as much time as you need to do whatever you need to do. But if you come back and you're on the final plea calendar and there's some issues that also need to be resolved, I'll work with you.
Sounds good. That's perfect. Thank you.
All right, so I'll place you on that final plea calendar on February 8th, and that's a 1:30 calendar.
And I'll stick around to speak with the state. Thank you.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Position 30, Rivera and Richards.
Good morning, Judge. That's going to be my case. Is Mr. Richards present on the Zoom call or in court?
He's in. Mr. Richards. He's talking.
If he's not, is he present, Judge?
I'm not sure. Ms. Rosenhoover is speaking with someone. Is this Mr. Richards?
Yes, this is Judge.
Okay, yes, that's Ms. Helen's client. Okay, all right. Yes, he's here in court, Ms. Helen.
And Judge, I think Ms. Rosenhoover is just going to get me his contact information. If I could have an opportunity just to speak to Mr. Richards, I already have the plea from the state, as well as the initial discovery. I just want an opportunity to speak to Mr. Richards, Judge.
Okay, I'll hold for your announcement, Ms. Helen.
Thank you, Judge.
Position 31, Donnell Robertson.
Good morning, Judge. That's my case. I am
Yes.
currently awaiting an offer from the state. I did put my email address in the chat for the prosecutor assigned to the case so I can get the offer. We are also in the process of trying to get the expert witness report. We believe we should have it within the next 30 days. So if we can get a one-time continuance to get that report, the offer, and discuss both with the client, that would be great, Your Honor.
Okay.
Initial discussion 9/19/2023. And the offer was sent to Brian at Howard and ARCA.com. And I can send it to.
Okay, if you'll go ahead and send the offer to the attorney. Let's see. Do you expect that there will be motions in this matter?
It's kind of difficult to say, Judge, until we get the expert witness report. But if we could be placed maybe on that status calendar, we may be able to get something, move us further along at that point.
My computer's dead.
Your Honor, can the defense attorney place her email in the chat box?
I did.
I don't see it.
Caprisa at howardandArca.com, as well as Alex at howardandArca.com.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Okay, we'll place you on the February 8th status calendar. Will that give you enough time, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor, that should. Thank you.
Okay, that's a 9 a.m. calendar. And once you get that offer, is there anything else that you'll need from the state this morning?
Not at this time, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, we'll see you back in February. Thank you.
Be excused.
Yes, have a good day.
You as well. Thank you.
Position 32, Samuel Shaw. My understanding that a conflict has been filed in this case. It's been reset for March 7th. I don't have which calendar that is. Golden.
I'm sorry, March 7th. That's a status.
Okay,
Reset to a status.
thank you. Position 33, Shanika Simmons. This,
That's my case, Your Honor. She should be on the Zoom.
are you with us, Ms. Simmons?
Your Honor, if she's not here, the state will be requesting a bench warrant.
Have you spoken with her, Ms. Watson Cafe?
Yeah, I haven't, but my office did this morning, so we have good contact information. I can get her to log on, Your Honor.
She's
Okay.
on. We just saw her. Hang on. It's okay. I don't know if she's trying to unmute or what. She's on. Oh, there she is.
Okay, where are we with Ms. Simmons's case?
It looks like we just got discovery this morning. Paper discovery. I don't believe we have the video. And I don't think we have an offer, Your Honor. So I guess if we can.
Your Honor, pardon me, the video was sent and so was the offer. It was sent to zak@zwatsonlaw.com.
That's me. When was it sent?
Yesterday and today.
Okay, well, I haven't had an opportunity to review it, Your Honor. And so if we can be placed on that February 8th date.
Okay, I'm going to place it on the final plea calendar on February 8th. And that's at 1:30.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Let's see, did Ms. Simmons join us? I just want to release her, Ms. Watson Cafe. I don't see her, but. Oh, there you go, Ms. Simmons. Yes, ma'am. I'll see you back in February. You have anything that you need from her, Ms. Watson Cafe? present
No,
time?
we have good contact information. So I'll be in touch with you, Ms. Simmons.
The co-host can I
You can go ahead and log off. Thank you.
Position 34, Braxton Smith.
That's also me, Your Honor. He is not on the call. I can have him log on. He's having some health issues and he's also on pretty heavy pain medication. We spoke to him this morning. I do have a doctor's note that I'm happy to provide to you and to the state. But if you need him to log on, I can do that.
Ms. Watson Cafe, I'll take you at your word. So no, that's not a problem. Where are we with his case?
We have paper discovery, Your Honor. I don't believe we have the video.
Okay.
There's nothing on it.
Is there a video?
Your Honor, there's nothing on evidence.com, so that's not.
Who will be handling this case going forward?
I will be, Your Honor, but there's nothing on evidence.com and the investigator hasn't heard anything back from the agency. And then the offer was sent to Ms. Watson Cafe this morning.
Okay. May I place you on that final plea calendar in this case also, Ms. Watson Cafe, on February 8th?
Yes, Your Honor. And if I can just, well, I'll speak. Who's handling this? Because I just wanted in writing that there's no
I told them.
Video for my records.
Yeah, so it's been requested, but we just haven't heard back from the agency.
Okay. Do you have the solicitor's contact information, Ms. Watson Cafe?
I did. I don't know who's responding. I have
Georgia Casadakis. It's going to be in that email that I sent you.
Okay. All right. Yes, Your Honor. I'll go ahead and continue communicating with her.
Okay, very good.
And that's my last one on the calendar this morning. May I be excused, Your Honor?
Yes. Have a good day, Ms. Watson Cafe. Thank you.
Thank you. You too.
Position 35, Kimberly Smith.
Judge, she is present over Zoom. That's my case. I believe that the state is waiting to hear back from the agency about possible video footage, but if we could hold the pre-try it, I'll speak with the state and Ms. Smith and report back.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Rosenhuber. Ms. Smith, if you'll just hold on for us, please. We'll be back with you. Thank you. Position 36, Terrence Smith. Terrence Smith.
States will be requesting a bench warrant.
Bench warrant will be granted if Mr. Smith does not appear by the end of the calendar. Position 37, Troy Smith.
That's my case.
Good morning, Mr. Murphy.
That was a case heard from Judge. And I'm not sure if Mr. Smith is on the call. I had heard from him a couple months ago.
Yes, he's here. He's.
Okay.
We see you. We see you, Mr. Smith.
Mr. Smith, if you can just reach out to me at 770-594-0120 after used. Your Honor, as of yesterday, I had not seen any discovery on the docket. And I've had maybe one discussion with Mr. Smith some time ago. I was hoping if we can go on the February 8th final plea calendar at this point.
Your Honor, I'm not sure if discovery was a motion for discovery was an odyssey. I didn't see anything unless I missed it. But we'll get it filed.
Okay. Mr. Murphy, do you have Mr. Smith's contact information?
I do not.
Okay. Mr. Smith, are you able to, can you hear me? Are you able?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Smith, can you go ahead and put your contact information in the chat for Mr. Murphy so that he has that? And Mr. Murphy,
yes, sir.
Would you mind doing the same thing? So Mr. Smith has your information also?
And your
Yes.
Honor, Your Honor, some of the discovery was sent to Dennis at dennismurphylaw.pro yesterday, along with the offer.
Okay, given the timing of it, Judge, you can understand.
Of course, Mr. Murphy. And yes, so that February 8th final plea calendar at 1:30.
Did you get it?
I did. Thank you, Mr. Smith. I'll reach out to you shortly.
Very
Thank you,
good.
Judge. That's all I have.
All right. Have a good day, Mr. Murphy. Good to see you as always.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, have a good day, Mr. Smith. We'll see you back in February.
All right.
Position 38, Veronica Smith. Veronica Smith.
State will be requesting a bench warrant, Your Honor.
Bench warrant will be granted if Ms. Smith does not appear by the end of the calendar. Position 39, Joshua Stone.
I think there was a conflict letter from the attorney, Jerome Surge, Your Honor. Saying that he's going to try to appear to court.
Okay, thank you. I'll hold for Mr. Jerome's report. Is Mr. Stone on the line with me? Position 40, Dwayne Thomas.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
Good morning, Mr. Thomas. Let's see, who's handling this from the PD's office?
Well, evidently, Judge, I am now. So I have a couple of files I'm unaware of. So I don't have an announcement for right now.
Okay. Does Mr. Thomas need to put his contact information in the chat for you?
Yes, absolutely. His phone number and his email.
Mr. Thomas, if you wouldn't mind, Mr. Frank Gaither is going to represent you in this matter. If you'll put your phone number and your email address in the chat for us, he'll reach out to you this morning, okay?
Okay, how do you do that? Because I don't know how to work this Zoom.
Okay, I understand.
I just get bunch of boxes.
Your Honor, could you ask him if his last four is 44554?
Are the last numbers of your phone number, what are they?
4554.
Yes, okay. We have your number, Mr. Thomas.
It's not it. It's
Oh,
changed.
that's it. It's changed.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It's 404-734-2035.
Did you get that, Mr. Gaither?
I got it.
All right. So hold on for me, Mr. Thomas. I want to be in touch. Mr. Gaither will be in touch with you. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
You're welcome. Position 41, Roderick Thomas.
Hello, I'm here.
Yes, Mr. Thomas. Let's see. Can you activate your camera for me?
Yes.
Thank you.
My camera activated.
Okay, thank you. Are you represented by counsel, Mr. Thomas?
I don't know. I don't even know what I'm in here for court today. I just know I got the paper and it said comment. So.
All right, Mr. Thomas, you've been charged in case 21 CR 0060798 with possession of marijuana less than an ounce and willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer that allegedly occurred on November 4th of 2021. So I'm happy if you are not represented by counsel and would like to make application for the public defender this morning, I'm happy to give you that opportunity to do so. Would you like to?
Yeah, I can get a public defender.
Okay, so Mr. Thomas, if you'll go ahead and place your contact information in the chat for me, your phone number and email address, I'm going to reach out to you. Okay.
All right, cool. Can I say one last thing? I don't know if so.
Hold on, Mr. Thomas. I just want to let you know you have a right to remain silent. And anything you say can be used against you if you.
All right, that's cool. I was just saying, like when I was locked up, I
Okay,
know a
hold on.
public
Again,
defender.
Mr. Thomas, I don't want you to
No,
say
I was
anything.
saying a public defender came and said something about like this case being dismissed. That's all I was just saying.
Oh, okay, so apparently it hasn't been dismissed. And once you make application for a public defender and if you qualify, then they'll handle that for you, okay?
All right, cool. Which one would put my name and my number again?
Into the chat. Okay? So go ahead and do that for the court. Thank you. Position 42, Sanchez Thompson.
Is Mr. Thompson present on the Zoom call or in court? Judge, that's going to be my case for the public defender's office. It's a transfer case. I just wanted to see if Mr. Thompson was on the Zoom call or in court. If you could just give me to the end of the call of the calendar, Judge, to see if I can raise him.
Okay, I'll hold for your announcement, Ms. Helen. Thank you. Position 43, Ciante Trent. Ciante Trent.
State will be requesting a bench warrant, Your Honor.
Bench warrant will be granted if Mr. Trent does not appear by the end of the calendar. Position 44, Ryan Tuck.
Here. Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Tuck. Let's see, do you have a private attorney representing you in this matter?
No, sir.
Would you like to make application for the public defender today?
No, sir.
You'd like to proceed pro se? Would you like to speak with the solicitor this morning?
Whatever will help me get this situation over and over with.
Okay. As I've advised before, Mr. Tuck, you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney present at these proceedings. It's my understanding that you do not wish to make application for the public defender. As such, I'll let you speak with the solicitor this morning to see if you can come to some resolution, okay?
Yes, sir.
So
how would I go about doing that?
Hang on for me till the end of the calendar and I'll have a solicitor reach out to you, okay? If you'll go ahead and place your number in the chat so that when they have the opportunity, they can give you a call, okay?
Okay, would I stay on the chat, stay on the call until that happens?
Yes, please stay on the Zoom call until I release you, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so somebody will be in touch with you at the end of the calendar call. And go ahead and place your number in the chat at the present time. Whose case is this?
It's mine, Your Honor.
Okay, so if you'll make sure to get in touch with Mr. Tuck.
Yes, Your Honor.
Position 45, Mabuba Wahid.
Your Honor, Casey Cleaver here. That's the case I was going to announce on earlier. For attorney Greg Willis, that case is ready for motions.
Okay, it will go on to the February 22nd. I'm sorry, the March 21st motions calendar at 9 a.m. So if you'll just relay that to Mr. Willis for me, we'd appreciate it.
Absolutely, Your Honor. And that would conclude my business if myself and Ms. Wahid can be excused.
Yes, have a good day. Thank you, Mr. Cleaver.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Position 46, Gaston Warren.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Warren. Do you have a private attorney representing you on this matter?
I do not, Your Honor.
Would you like to make application for the public defender this morning?
I did not qualify, Your Honor.
Okay. When is the last time you sought to qualify, Mr. Warren?
2 years ago, Your Honor.
And have your circumstances changed at all since that time?
I've actually increased my income since then, Your Honor. So I know I certainly will not qualify.
Okay. Mr. Warren, you've been charged in case 21 CR 004563E with battery family violence. This charge carries with it a maximum penalty of 12 months in jail and or $1,000 fine. Given the severity of the possible consequences, I'm happy to give you the opportunity to obtain a lawyer to advise you on the matter. It appears that the case has been ongoing since 2021 and you haven't chosen to do that. I'm still willing to let you do that if you want to do that. If you want to speak with a solicitor today regarding what they would offer you to resolve the matter, I'm happy to let you do that also. What would you like for the court to do?
I've had a lot of positive things turn over since the incident, so I was hoping that I would get the opportunity to speak to I guess the solicitor and express those new comings in my life and try to reach something. And if we could not come to an agreement, I would like to get a public defender and take it to a later date.
Okay.
Wow.
Can we get Mr. Tuck muted, please? Mr. Tuck, you need to mute yourself. Thank you. I apologize, Mr. Warren. Let's see. If you want to make application for the public defender, again, I'm happy to let you do that. It sounds as though you believe that you won't qualify. I'm not sure if that's the case or not, but I'm happy to let you do that. If you do not qualify, you would have to hire an attorney to represent you. I understand that your circumstances have changed. If you speak with a solicitor, they are adverse to your interest. So I don't want you saying anything to them that might cause you greater peril. So, but if you want to get an attorney, I'm happy to give you the opportunity to either make application this morning to see if you qualify, or speak with, or give you one additional opportunity to see if you want to hire an attorney. That's up to you though. But if you want to speak with a solicitor this morning to find out what their offer is, then I'm happy to let you do that. But you should know that anything that you say to them, they can use against you at a later time. So it might be best for you just to listen to what they have to say regarding your offer, and then make up your mind without expressing whatever it is that you would like to express. Quite often people think that they're expressing something that's going to help their case, and when in actuality it doesn't. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand, Your Honor. Okay, I would like to do that. May I hear their offer, and if we do not come to an agreement, may I get an attorney or apply for a public defender?
Right. So I'm gonna, if you'll put your number in the chat, I'll have one of the solicitors call you this morning, and then once you do that, you'll come back before me, and you just let me know what you'd like to do. Okay.
Absolutely. When would I come back before you? Would this be in February?
Today. No, it's gonna be today. Right.
Okay.
I'm gonna find out what you want. Once you hear their offer, what you'd like to do, and then if you want to get an attorney, I'm going to give you that opportunity. If you want to accept the offer, I'll give you that opportunity also. Okay.
Okay. I appreciate that, Your Honor.
Okay. So just put your information in the chat, and someone will be with you. Okay. Hang on the line now until I dismiss you from the call today.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. And that's your case also, Ms. Cassidy?
Yes, Castack is right here.
Position 47, Eric Watson.
They will be requesting a bench warrant if he doesn't appear.
This is Ms. Rockwell's case. Can I have someone give Ms. Rockwell a call to see if she's going to be with us this morning? Thank you. I'm going to hold for Ms. Rockwell's announcement. Position 48, Nicola Whiteley.
Mr. Edie, on behalf of Ms. Whiteley. How are you today, Judge?
Yes, good morning, Mr. Edie. Good morning, Ms. Whiteley. Where are we with Ms. Whiteley's case?
Judge, that would be a plea. We have spoken about the offer this morning. I don't know if it will be in your preference. Do you want us to come in? I do have a specially set plea with Judge Dunway at 11. So I can come in person if it needs to be done via virtual. You just let me know what the court would like to do. I think Ms. Whiteley is here. I know she's out of state client, but I think she's in Atlanta. I can ask her.
Okay, yes, good morning. It's up to you all. So I'm here all day, this morning and this afternoon. So if you want to, have you done the paperwork yet?
No, we discussed the case a little this morning and decided we accept the offer.
Okay, and are you in Atlanta and can you get to the court, Ms. Whiteley? Okay, so why don't we do this? I've got a calendar that starts at 1:30. Why don't you all come in at 1:30 and I can take the plea then? Would that work for you both?
That'll work perfect for me. I'll be there 11, handle some other matters, and be back by 1:30.
Okay, all right. So if you come on down at 1:30, we'll take the plea, okay?
Appreciate it, Judge.
All right, I'll see you all this afternoon.
All right.
Position 49, Carlton Williams. I think it's Williams.
Yes, it is.
Yes. Good morning, Mr. Williams. Let's see. You're represented by Mr. Bernstein.
Yes.
He's filed a conflict this morning, and I'm not sure if he is are we holding for his announcement or did he want to be reset?
Yes, Your Honor. If I may, I was in contact with the attorney. He indicated that he is in a seminar and he would like to be placed on a motions calendar. I
Okay.
will set him to the 22nd. All right.
Okay. So, Mr. Williams, your case has been reset to a motions calendar on February 22nd, and that will be at 9 a.m. Okay, your attorney has a conflict filed in the matter, and apparently has requested that the case go on to the motions calendar. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I'll see you on February 22nd, sir.
At 9 a.m.
9 a.m.
Is that something I'm coming into court for?
Yes, you'll have to be here in court with me. And,
okay, thank you.
All right. You have a good day, sir.
All right, thank you.
Position 50, Mike Wyatt. Mr. Wyatt on the line with me.
State will be requesting a bench warrant, Your Honor.
Bench warrant will be granted if Mr. Wyatt doesn't appear by the end of the calendar. All right, let me start with people in court with me. Is there anyone in court that did not hear their name or join me late?
Good morning, Your Honor. Nick Kasakian. I was in Judge Wesley Taylor's courtroom, so that's why I'm a little late. I have Matthew Pitties, I believe.
The last name?
Petties.
Is that I don't seem to have that on my calendars. Is it a traffic matter or?
It's theft by receiving.
Okay,
I'm sorry, Your Honor. If he has a case, I can look it up.
okay.
Sure. Can I approach?
Yeah, come on up.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Mr. Jones? Okay.
Petition 13, Judge. Ms.
Thank you.
Watson Cafe's client.
Okay, Mr. Jones, I'm going to need to see if we can get your contact information. Your counsel was on the line earlier with the court, given that you were late and she had not heard from you. A bench warrant was issued, well, would have been issued had you not shown up this morning. Ms. Rosenhuber, would you mind getting his information for the court so that I can get that to Ms. Watson Cafe?
Happy to do that, Judge.
Okay. I'm going to reset your case. Mr. Jones. And that's going to be reset into a final plea on February 8th. at 1:30. And I'll give your information to your attorney so that she can be in touch with you before that time, okay? All right. Yes, sir.
Brandon Hill.
Hill. Yes, Mr. Hill, let's see, do you have private counsel representing you in this matter?
No, sir.
Would you like to make application for the public defender today?
From what I can remember back in 2021, around when this happened, I think I applied and they told me I didn't qualify. I didn't understand how, but that's what I was told. I believe around that time, what I can remember. But I would, if I can, I would like to try again.
Okay, I'll give you that opportunity. I'll have someone speak with you, Mr. Hill. Okay, so someone will be with you this morning.
Is this position 10, Judge?
Yes, it
Okay,
is.
thank you.
Okay, is there anyone on the Zoom call who did not hear their name or join the court late?
Yes, Your Honor. I came in a bit late. I had some technical difficulties.
Okay, tell me, is your last name Wesley?
No, that's my first name.
Okay, what, Deshaun is your last name?
No, my middle name is Dashawn. My
Okay,
first
so,
name is
so
Wesley.
none of your names are up on the screen. What's your last name for me? Your last name's not there for me. What's your last name?
Tanner.
Say it again.
Tanner.
Tanner?
Tanner. T as in Tom, A as in Alpha, N as in Nancy, N as in Nancy, E as in Edgar, R as in Romeo.
Okay. I don't have you on my calendar, Mr. Tanner. Do you have a case number?
Well, yes, sir. I was emailed by the solicitor Astrid. Give me a moment. Let me go back to the email. If I'm not mistaken, it might not be my case. It might be a case that I'm a victim of. That's what the email said. Let me go back to it just a moment. Sorry. So it's from Astrid Jackson, victim witness advocate, but I don't see a case number on this email here.
Okay, Mr. Tanner? Ms. Warner,
Yes.
Ms. Gutierrez, it appears that there is an alleged victim on the line. Would you all mind reaching out to him?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Tanner, if you'll put your contact information in the chat for me, I'll have the solicitor's office reach out to you and see if we can figure out which case you're here on, okay?
Sure. Should I stay on or should I expect a phone call?
Put your.
I've already placed my information inside the chat.
Okay, someone will give you a call directly, and once you speak with someone, then you'll be free to go. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anyone else on the Zoom call?
I'm sorry, y'all. Did he put his number in the chat? I'm not seeing it. Oh, okay.
All right. Anyone else on the Zoom call? Okay, so for the solicitor's office, if we can start with position number 2, Mr. Garland, can we have someone call Mr. Garland in regards to his client, position 2?
Okay, I will give him a call, Your Honor.
Okay, and you also have position 12?
Yes, I have 1 through 25.
Okay, so Mr. App,
yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Gutierrez is going to call Mr. Garland first for his case, and then she's going to call you. So be expecting.
We've already worked out, Judge, in the chat, Your Honor. We worked out our negotiations, so we're ready for a plea.
Yeah, I'm sending him the plea paperwork now.
Okay, excellent.
Is there paperwork we have to do?
I'm going to send the email, the plea documents
through DocuSign.
Oh,
And
okay,
you just do it all electronically.
great.
Yes.
All right, very good.
All the traffic. Let's go.
And did you already speak with Mr. Garland or no? Okay, so for everyone else that's on the line waiting to hear from a public defender, please be patient. They'll be with you as soon as they can.
I have some announcements, Judge.
Okay,
Positions 14 and 15, Michelle Jones. I want to reinstate my original announcement due to the charges. Like I said, I have one file. In position 14, I have discovery. I understand there's no video, but in the second case, I don't have a file, I haven't filed an entry, so I'm just asking that the court further notice both of these cases of the final plea calendar, because I know there's not much that we can discuss since it's a family violence battery case without, especially without me receiving discovery for the second case yet.
okay, so the final plea calendar, February 8th, at 1:30.
That's fine.
Okay,
And Miss Jones is should be on Zoom.
yes. Ms. Jones, are you with me? I see you there.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, very good, Ms. Jones. I'll see you back in February, okay?
Okay.
All right, have a good day, ma'am.
Thank you. You too.
Miss Jones, I'll be in touch with you.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. The next announcement, Judge, I have is position 27, Mr. Victor Perkins. He's in court. Mr. Perkins, stand up for me. Same announcement, Judge. This is due to his charge. I've just found out that I'm representing him. I need to file an entry, get the state's discovery. But instead of another status calendar, we can just further notice into the next final plea calendar.
Okay, final plea calendar, February 8th at 1:30. All right, Mr. Perkins, we'll see you back then. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, same place, and I'll be in touch with you. And one more announcement, Judge, I have is position 40. Mr. Dwayne Thomas, he's on the line, so it's gonna be the same announcement. I just need to file an entry and get the state's discovery, but we can further notice this to the final plea calendar. I have his contact information.
Okay, position 40, Mr. Thomas, final plea, February 8th at 1:30. And is Mr. Thomas on Zoom?
Yeah, Mr. Thomas should be on Zoom.
Yes, sir. I'm here, Young.
Okay, I'll see you back on February 8th, Mr. Thomas. You have a good day, sir.
It's like 8 o'clock, 1:30, sir?
Yes, sir, 1:30.
Okay.
We'll
Your
talk.
Honor.
I'll be in touch with you, Mr. Thomas.
Yes, Mr. Gaither.
Sure.
Happy holidays, everybody.
You also,
Take care.
sir.
Bye-bye.
That completes my announcements, Judge.
Okay. Okay, thank you. You're under, someone said the name SHEN. Can you hear us? Yes. Are you able to unmute? You can't hear? You can hear me, but you have to, can you unmute yourself? Are you able to unmute yourself? There might be 3 little buttons at the bottom of your phone. Three little dots, rather. Do you have anybody there that can help you? She's gone? Okay. Okay. Put your name, are you able to put your name in the chat so at least I know who you are? Okay, you're Mr. Watson? Okay. And Mr. Watson, so you're telling me that Miss Rockwell's in court? Okay. All right, so I am going to reschedule your case to give her the opportunity to be here. Mr. Watson, we will reach out to Ms. Rockwell. I'm gonna reset you for a status calendar on February 8th. Status at 9 a.m. Okay? It'll be here on the Zoom also. Okay? So we'll reach out to Ms. Rockwell and let her know that that we've reset your case, and you can do the same if you are in contact with her, okay? All right. Let's see. Next time, see if you can figure that out. If you want to be on the Zoom, try to figure it out for next time, okay? All right. Have a good day, Mr. Watson. Thank you. I appreciate it.
And apologies for interrupting, Judge. I do have some announcement whenever the court is ready.
Okay, I'm ready, Miss Helen.
My first announcement is going to be for Miss Mary Cook. I think she's present on the Zoom call. Judge, I have the offer. I have spoken to her. I would just like this set on a final plea calendar, but given the offense, I just want to make sure we review the body worn camera footage. So I just want to give the state enough time to get that to me before the next court date.
Okay, February 8th, is that enough time?
Oh,
Ms.
yes, Judge. That date works well for all cases.
Okay, February 8th at 1:30. Final plea, okay?
Understood, Judge.
And Ms. Cook, are you with us?
Yes.
Okay, I'll see you back on February 8th, Ms. Cook.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day, ma'am.
You too.
My second announcement is that I spoke to position 11, Mr. Hobbs. He did not qualify for our services, but he wanted to speak directly to the solicitor over this case today.
Okay,
Said Hobbs?
Hobbs,
Yes.
position number 11.
That would be me.
Okay, Mr. Hobbs, let's see. Ms. Githier is going to give you a call. So once she calls, you can get back on and let the court know what you'd like to do, okay?
If he could put his number in the chat, I'm about to call Mr. Garland now.
Is this your number that's by your name, Mr. Hobbs? I think you're on mute, but I think he's telling me that his number is by his name.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sorry.
The solicitor, Ms. Githier, is about to give you a call now, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
My next announcement, Your Honor, is position 30, Mr. Richards. I have spoken to him. This is a new transfer. I want to put in my entry. I do want to go over the initial discovery with Mr. Richards, but I'll take that final plea calendar date. I do believe we should come to a resolution by that date, Judge.
Do you have an offer in the case, Ms. Helen?
I do. I was given the offers by Ms. Githier several days ago.
Okay. Can you tell me what the offer is, please?
Yes, Judge. I'll bring it up here. For Judge, I actually don't have it for Mr. Richards. I have it for Mr. Cook. If the state could put that offer on the record for Mr.
Okay, they're all busy right now. I mean, given the nature of the charge, Ms. Helen, that's why I want to see if there's something that can be offered that can resolve this matter without pushing it on down the road.
Understood, Judge. And I apologize about that. I did have Ms. Cooks, but I did not have Mr. Richards.
No, you're fine. I just want to, I mean, given the nature of the charge, if we can work it out today, I think that'd be preferable for everyone.
Understood, Judge.
If it's a reasonable offer, of course. All right, so I'm gonna hold on that one. All the solicitors are busy right now, so we'll get back with Mr. Richards.
And my next announcement, Judge, is position 41. Mr. Thomas did qualify. I will be putting in my entry. I will check now to see if I have all of the discovery. I don't have the offer either. So I'm just gonna hold, I'll announce pretrial so I can get that information from the solicitor, Judge.
Okay. So I'll hold on 30 and 41 for you. Okay, so
Understood.
let's see. We also, is someone speaking with position number 10, Mr. Hill? Do you know, Ms. Helen?
I can, I had Mr. Hill down as a FTA, but if I could get his phone number, I will qualify him.
Okay, yeah, he came in and yes. Mr. Hill, can we get your number? Do you have a phone?
404-747-2054. Did you speak with Ms. Rosenthal? Ms. Sarah Rosenthal? The lady who was next to me? She gave me. Okay, he's filling out an application now.
Oh, okay. He's important, Ms. Helen. He's filling out an application, so thank you.
Okay. And I'll just be waiting on that application to get to me. And so that's position 10. Is there anyone else waiting to talk to a public defender?
Anyone else on the Zoom call? I don't think so, Ms. Helen. Thank you, though. And I think Ms. Rosenhoover is going to handle Mr. Hill.
Oh, understood, Judge. And
So as soon as a solicitor comes back in, I'll have someone get in touch with you, okay?
thank you so much, Judge.
Morning, Mr. Calbar. Good. Yes.
42.
Uh-huh.
He just came in, he was up there at 2K.
Oh, okay. Mr. Trent?
Sir.
Yes, Mr. Trent, let's see. Do you have, Mr. Trent is position 43. Do you have a private attorney representing you?
No, sir.
Would you like to make application for the public defender today?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll give you, Mr. Gaither, would you mind?
She talking about 12 months probation. It's a eternity probation for aggravated assault.
Can we mute Mr. Hobbs, please? Thank you. Yes, Mr. Calvo, let's see. You have Mr. Parrott that you're taking a plea on this morning, right? And you also have position number 1, Mr. Rashard Alexander. Have you been in touch with Mr. Alexander?
I have, he should be on the same. I spoke to him before.
Okay. And what are we gonna do with Mr. Alexander today?
I have not received any discovery on that, I had any information from the prosecutor, so I'd like to speak with them.
Okay, all right. All right, so I believe that both of these cases are meant to get the air, so as soon as she gets back into the court, I'll give you the opportunity to speak with her. We'll take your plea. Okay.
Get the evidence.
She is out, she must be speaking with somebody. Okay, she's around somewhere. Okay, thank you.
Your Honor,
Yes.
could I go in a brief breakout room with my client, Anthony Hogan, just to go over his blanket rights with him because I'm
Okay.
signing the plea paperwork for him?
All right, very good. Can we place Attorney App and Mr. Hogan into a breakout room, please?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, Ms. Rothenham.
Judge, regarding position number 10, Mr. Brandon Hill, he is here in person. He does qualify for our services. He'll be a new client to me. If we could please get the next available status calendar, I'll file an entry and ask for discovery.
Okay, February 8th status at 9 a.m.
Perfect, Judge. Thank you.
Have a good day, Mr. Hill.
Thank you. Take care. And my other announcement, Judge, whenever the court's ready, is position 35, Miss Kimberly Smith. We have, I have had a chance to speak with Miss Smith. She's over Zoom. I've conveyed the offer. Like I said at the beginning of the calendar, I think we are still waiting on videos potentially from the state. But we can have this placed on the final plea calendar.
Final plea February 8th at 1:30.
Sounds great, Judge.
Okay. Ms. Smith?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. I will see you back on February 8th, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Have a good day. Thank you, ma'am.
You too.
Okay, and do you know if Catrice is talking to you?
She should be.
Okay.
And Ms. Githier, I'm sorry, just let the court know when you're ready to take the pleas.
Okay, give me a second. Which one did you- Oh, yeah, we see the top.
No, I have both of them. So Mr. Parrott, is Mr. Kilbog's case. And have you had an opportunity, Mr. Kilbog, to also talk about your other case?
We have not.
Okay, why don't you all go ahead and do that so that we can get that, if you don't mind, Ms. Githier.
Oh, here it is. Okay. Oh, that's yours. He's here. Okay.
Your Honor, are you still there?
I am Mr. App.
Oh, sorry, Judge. I just
No,
want to let you know we have signed the plea paperwork and we are ready to go whenever the court and the state are ready.
Okay. They are still busy right now, but I'll let you know. Okay, I have the plea paperwork, and as soon as they are ready, we'll get with you, okay?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Court is ready.
Yes, Mr. Gaither.
Mr. Is it Ciante?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Mr. Ciante Trent. Yeah, he qualified for our services. I will represent him. I spoke to the state about an initial offer. But I want to just further notice this to the next status calendar. The reason why is because Mr. Trent says that his wife has evidence that, because it's an issue of restitution too, that the restitution has been paid, but he needs to get that information from his wife, and that's not gonna be able to get that done today.
Okay.
And that's gonna affect the plea offer too, if once we can show that.
So can we just place this on a final plea calendar?
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that.
So the final plea on February 8th at 1:30. Okay? And it's Mr. Trent free to go?
He's free to go, Judge.
All right, we'll see you back in February, Mr. Trent.
Appreciate it. We're gonna talk on all this. That's fine. Okay. Okay.
30 and 41. Would you, Ms. Helen, are you on with me?
I am, Judge.
Okay, I know that you have to speak with, Ms. Katsidakis about positions 30 and 41. Can you all go ahead and do that?
I can.
Okay, would you like for her to call you? How would you all like to?
Either would work for me, Judge. I can chat my number in the chat if that would work.
Okay.
That's the.
Is that you?
I think so, but that can.
Okay, Attorney Apt, I believe that we're ready for Mr. Hogan.
Thank you again, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you for your patience. We appreciate it. Mr. Hogan, good morning again. If you can unmute yourself for me, sir.
Good morning, Judge.
Morning. Yes, raise your right hand for me, please. Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Judge.
Very good. Thank you. You can place your hand down. Thank you.
And
Mr.
can both of them hear me?
Yes,
Your Honor.
yes.
Okay.
Oh, and yes,
For the simple battery family violence, it is 12 months to serve 2 days, credit for time served 2 days. The balance will be probated to attend the family violence intervention program and no contact with Sepia Harper.
Okay.
Does the defense stipulate to the facts, venue, and ID?
we stipulate to a factual basis for the plea, yes.
Because I have 25 here, but.
Okay.
That's all I have here.
I can change it.
Yes, Mr. Apt.
Your Honor, we're asking the court to accept this negotiated recommendation. There were only two things I sort of want to potentially add to that. One would be if the court would consider early termination of the probation after Mr. Hogan completes the family violence intervention program. And the other would be he is eligible for first offender treatment under Title 42-860 et sec. And if the court would consider allowing him to exercise first offender, I have explained to him not only his Boykin rights and everything in the plea paperwork, but the benefits and disadvantages of using first offender, particularly on a misdemeanor. But we are humbly asking the court to consider those two additional provisions: an early termination after he completes the classes and first offender treatment. Thank you, Your Honor.
Any objection from the state?
I am not seeing that he has used the first offenders and no objection. And this is the only violent offense appearing on his criminal history. No objection to early termination.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Hogan, it's my understanding that in case 21 CR 0075858, you wish to plead guilty to simple battery family violence. Is that correct?
Yes, Judge.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, Judge.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, Judge.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
I understand, Judge.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No.
I will accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Hogan. We will give you an affidavit. We will also have your probation terminate upon successful completion of the terms, which means that the sooner you get this done, the sooner you won't have to pay probation fees, and the sooner you won't be on probation, okay?
Yes, Judge. Thank you.
And if we have not already, we will get you where you need to report to probation. I ask that you report within the next 2 weeks, okay?
All right, Judge. Thank you.
And have we already gotten him that paperwork regarding the probation yet or not?
I'll send it.
No.
And also double check and make sure we have his email.
If someone can email me the probation paperwork, I will make sure Mr. Hogan gets it.
Yes, well, it'll actually be a link that he would have to, he can't complete, I'm sorry. So it'll be a link for it. So either you or your client can complete it.
Okay, so if you'll make sure to send it to Mr. Abt. Okay, anything further this morning for Mr. Hogan?
That's all, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, all right. You all have a good rest of your day.
All right, thank you, Judge.
You too. Stay well, Your Honor. Thank you. Thank you
You're
all.
welcome.
Mr. Hogan, call me if you ever have any questions about the case.
Okay. Thank you.
See, are we ready for Mr. Parent?
Give me 1 second, Your Honor.
Okay. Good morning again, Mr. Parrott.
Good morning, Your Honor. How you?
I'm doing well. I hope you are as well. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? The other one. Can you swear on the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Yeah.
For the battery, family violence, it's 12 months to serve 2 days, credit for time served 2 days, the balance probated to participate in the family violence intervention program, stay away from 903 Kings Grant located in Atlanta, and no contact with Tamisha Westmoreland. The 40 hours community service and $300 fine, we're not gonna proceed with that part. So if you can scratch through that, Your Honor.
So 40 hours of community service, not, which other one?
The $300 fine, we're not gonna.
That's not that's not on.
Issue. Correct. Does the defense stipulate to the facts, venue, and ID?
Yes, I would say we will stipulate the facts, venue, and identification. He does want to enter the plea pursuant to Alford. He's pleading guilty. He wants to put it behind him, but we just asked for it to be pursuant to Alford.
Okay, I have no objection to that, to an Alford plea.
So I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
Alford or North Carolina versus Alford. He's pleading guilty, but he's whilst maintaining that he didn't do it.
Okay. Yes, anything further, Mr. Calderon?
I would ask you to accept it as negotiated. I'm thankful for Ms. Githia for withdrawing the 40 hours community service. I would just ask if Your Honor could waive some portion of the probation supervision fees because Mr. Parrott is disabled. He's has Down syndrome and also suffers from other conditions. He receives Medicare and he works. His mother and his boss or president of the gallery. It's going to be a financial difficulty for him to pay for the family violence intervention program classes, but I've explained to him the cost and he has somebody that's going to help him with that and help transport him to there. But any consideration Your Honor could give for reducing the probation supervision fees so that it's easier on him financially, that would be appreciated.
Anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Parent, it's my understanding that in case 21 CR 003671E, you wish to plead guilty to battery family violence. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up that right?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Mr. Parrott, given your circumstances, I am going to waive the probation fees while you're on probation to help you get and stay on your feet. And when you complete the terms of the probation, meaning when you complete this family violence intervention program, it'll go to a non-reporting status. So the sooner you get that done, the sooner you won't have to go and report to probation, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. And I will accept the offer plea in the matter. And I should say that you're pleading guilty to Alford. It's my understanding. All right. Anything further, Mr. Calderon?
No, Your Honor. Does he need to meet with probation today?
No, we will give him, where he needs to, they have a new, does he have a phone?
Yes.
Okay, they have a new code that he can put on his phone, and I just asked that he meet within the next 2 weeks or so.
Okay.
Okay, so they'll explain that to him. All right, do you have an announcement on your next? If nothing further with Mr. Parrott, good luck to you, sir.
Oh, thank you, and happy holidays to you.
You also, sir. Is there an announcement on Miss Position 1, Mr. Alexander?
Yes, Your Honor. We're asked to be reset to another status calendar. I've received this morning I've received the discovery, and I've spoken briefly with Ms. Githia. I just would like some time to review it and continue that discussion.
Okay. February 8th status calendar at 9 a.m. Does that work?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Let's see. Mr. Alexander, can you hear me?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, we're continuing your case until February 8th at 9 a.m. I'll see you back then. If nothing further, Mr. Kelbar.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Have a good day, sir. Thank you for your
You
patience.
too. Happy holidays.
You also.
Thank you, Your Honor. That concludes my business. May I be excused?
Yes, always a pleasure.
It's good to see you.
I know that we have some pro se defendants. Have you all talked with them yet, or had the opportunity, or not?
I have spoken with Mr. Hobbs and I'm doing his plea paperwork now.
Oh, okay. All right.
I
Very
have
good.
spoken with both of mine, and I'm sending both. I sent one and I'm sending the other plea form.
Okay. Very good. Thank you. Okay, we will be in recess until further notice.
Oh, Your Honor,
Yes, Mr. Garland.
would you take an announcement for Miss Andraco?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, the state and I are requesting that be moved to a final plea date.
Okay. Final plea, February 8th at 1:30. Does that work for you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Position number 2, final plea. Okay, we will see you all back on February 8th.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you all have a good day. Thank you.
As well.
No, I sent it to. You sent it. Training. And I have some announcements if the court is ready.
Yes, Miss Helen.
And Your Honor, I've spoken to position 30, Mr. Richards. I relayed the offer. Mr. Richards is accepting the negotiated offer that I have. And I guess I just wanted to be set on a final plea calendar date. I don't know if we can do the plea today, Judge. I don't know if I'd have Mr. Richards do the plea, but I think he wants to. But I have the plea paperwork. I can scan it in.
Mr. Richards, are you with me?
He's present in court, I believe.
Oh,
He
well,
stepped out.
since he's here, can we get can we, I'd rather get this done today so he doesn't have to come back again. So can Ms. Rosenhuber help you with that, Ms. Helen?
Sure, I can do a DocuSign. I can do the actual paperwork and scan it into you guys. However you want me to do that, I can do it right now.
Okay,
If the state doesn't mind just sending it to me, I can step out with him and handle it.
okay. So is that, Ms. Rosenhuber's, we'll have the state send her the paperwork, Ms. Helen. Is that fine with you?
That's fine with me, Judge.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Rosenhuber.
Yeah, no problem.
And
And
your, go ahead, Ms. Helen.
my second announcement, Judge, is for position number 41, Mr. Thomas. I have also relayed to him the offer in that case. I have a negotiated plea to which Mr. Thomas is going to accept. I believe Mr. Thomas is on a Zoom call, though.
Mr. Thomas, are you with us?
Yeah, I'm in here.
All right, can you activate your camera for me, please?
Yes, sir.
All right, so, do you have the, if we can get this done today, I'd like to. Are you able, do you have a way to, can you DocuSign him the information and get it to him?
Or to me, they could
Or-
send the
right.
DocuSign to me and I could fill it right out.
Good to Brandy.
Okay,
It should be in your personal email. To Brandy.
so, yeah, position number 41, you all can get the paperwork to Miss Helen?
Position 41, yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
And
All right.
I-
So Miss Helen, we're gonna get you the paperwork, so if Mr. Thomas will hang on the line, we can get that completed today.
Thank you so much, Judge, and I do believe that those are my last two cases.
Okay, very good, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
So can I leave or I gotta still stay in?
No, Mr. Thomas, you're gonna have to stay. Miss Helen's gonna get you paperwork and go over it with you, and then I will take the plea. So hang on the line until you speak with Miss Helen and the court again, okay?
All right.
Thank you.
Redo all of them? How many did you do? Two. But yesterday we sent them.
Mr. Hobbs, are you with me? Mr. Hobbs? I don't know if he stepped away for a minute, Ms. Vivian. Mr. Warren, are you with me? Mr. Warren? Mr. Warren?
The judge is calling.
Mr. Hobbs?
So yeah, he's calling you now. Okay, thanks. Thank you.
Can you hear me, Mr. Hobbs?
Yes, sir.
Did you receive the plea paperwork?
Hi, Judge. I'm sorry about that. I couldn't hear you.
Okay, give me a moment, Mr. Warren. Mr. Hobbs, can you
Yes,
check?
sir.
Can you check to see if you received the plea paperwork, please?
Checking right now. Excuse me, Judge, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
I've been having a lot of problems with that email right there, but I have an alternate email.
Okay, you want to go ahead and put that into the chat for me?
Yes, sir, I can.
Okay, go ahead and do that.
I apologize, Judge. I just wanted to make sure, is there DocuSign paperwork being sent for Mr. Richards and Mr. Thomas?
Okay. Oh, he has. It automatically goes. Okay, so then Tuck needs to fill out his paperwork and then it'll go to Brandy. Okay. Does Mr. Tuck know that?
Let him know to fill it out.
Okay.
All right, so if someone could respond to Miss Helen's inquiry for me, please.
Yeah, I'm just waiting on the plea forms for Mr. Richards. I know he's in person. I don't know if Miss Rosenhoover has already been given those.
No, she's out with him now.
Okay, and then I wanted to know if I was still waiting on a DocuSign for Mr. Thomas, position 41.
I already sent it, Your Honor, so I guess we're just waiting. Helen has it. I sent it to Helen. Okay. Mr. Tuck, can you hear me? Mr. Tuck? Can you unmute? You gotta unmute. Can you check your email if you can hear me and fill out the paperwork and send it back? Because we're waiting for you. The judge is waiting for you.
I have.
And I apologize, don't want to interrupt, but I was sent the DocuSign for Mr. Thomas, position 41 this morning or previously. I'm looking through my emails.
So the plea form for 41, I just completed and sent it over to Miss Brandy and you.
Okay, so
For Thomas, 41, it was sent.
can we get that to Miss Helen? Are you representing Mr. Thomas, Miss Helen?
Yes, Judge, position 41.
Miss Helen, can you check your email or refresh it?
I just refreshed it and I'm trying to see if it's a connection issue. I still don't have it.
Okay, so if we can get Brandon, if you can send that to her, please.
You can press resend.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just pressing resend.
So when they send it, I don't know.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Mr. Hobbs.
I've sent my alternate email address.
Okay, someone will send it to you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Y'all have a good day.
No, don't go anywhere.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm working at the same time, you know.
Okay.
Trying to get some stuff done.
All right. So as soon as you're gonna have to get that filled out for the court and return it once you get it.
Yes,
okay?
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Mr. Warren, let's thank you for your patience.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. So first of all, let me say you have a right to remain silent. Anything that you say can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney present at these proceedings. It is my understanding that you wish to proceed pro se without the advice of counsel, and that you will be entering a plea of guilty to battery family violence. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. It's also my understanding that what has been offered to you by the state was 12 months to serve 4 days, credit for time served 4 days, no further contact with Ms. Corwin, and Family Violence Intervention Program. Is that your understanding?
No further violent contact. Yes, sir.
I have a no further contact. The paperwork. So I need for you all to be listening to me while I'm speaking, please.
For Mr. Warren, is it no further contact or no further violent? For Warren, it's no further violent contact.
Okay. No further contact is listed on the plea form, so I'll make a correction. No further
Thank you, Honor.
violent contact. Was that your understanding, Mr. Warren, of what you will be accepting for a plea to that charge?
Yes, sir. That is my understanding. Yes, sir.
Okay. Right. Yes. Are you ready to proceed, Ms. Casadecas?
Yes, Your Honor. On or about August 27, 2021, the defendant did intentionally cause visible bodily harm to Elisa Cornwin by pushing the victim on the ground, which resulted in a visible injury in her left arm. She was the person that was also living in the same household at the time of the incident. Would you like the state's recommendation, Your Honor?
Say it again.
Would you like the state's recommendation?
Yes, please.
Okay, state's recommendation, Your Honor, is 12 months probation, credit for time served, 4 days, balance probated, FVIP course, no further violent contact with Elisa Corwinn. Yep, that's all, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Warren, it's my understanding that in case 21 CR 004563E, you wish to plead guilty to battery family violence. Is that correct?
Yes.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No.
You've had the opportunity to be represented by counsel. It's my understanding that you wish to proceed pro se without the advice of counsel. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Have you had the opportunity to go through the plea form in this matter?
I have, Your Honor.
Did you go through that form line by line?
Yes, sir.
And did you sign at the bottom of that form?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that if you're currently on probation, your probation may be revoked because of your plea to this charge?
If I'm currently on
Probation.
okay,
correct?
no, I'm not, so I understand.
Okay, do you understand that if you're not a United States citizen, your immigration status may be affected by your plea to this charge?
Yes.
Do you give this plea freely and voluntarily in full understanding of the charge against you?
Yes.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No.
I will accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Warren. Let's see, when you complete the terms of the probation, meaning that you complete the family violence intervention program, the probation will go to a non-reporting status, which means that the sooner you get this done, the sooner you won't be on reporting probation, and the sooner you won't have to pay those probation fees, okay?
Okay, so once I complete those other terms, I'll be reporting, but I won't be coming into report for the probation, and it won't be paid. Is what you're saying, Your Honor?
Yes, so once you complete the family violence intervention program and you let the probation department know that that's been completed, then you will go to non-reporting status, which means that you don't have to report for the remainder of however long that you're on probation, okay?
Okay, I understand. Thank you.
So we're gonna send you where you need to go for probation. I ask that you go sign up for probation within the next 2 weeks or so, okay?
2 weeks. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, do you have any questions for me?
Will I be receiving this information via email?
Yes, we'll send it to you by email.
All right, no further questions, Your Honor.
Okay, would you go ahead and just to make sure, put your email address in the chat for me, Mr. Warren, so that we can get you that information?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Okay, and if nothing further, once you do that, you're free to go. Have a good rest of your day.
And the same to you. Happy holidays.
You also.
And Judge, not to interrupt, I've received the document from Ms. Rosenhoover for the plea for Mr. Richards. I just still haven't received the DocuSign for Mr. Thomas, position 41.
I even resent it, Your Honor, so I guess we need to.
Can it be forwarded to Ms. Rosenhoover? Maybe there's an issue with my email and I can get it from her.
Rosenhoover? It's a good paperwork for Richards. It's completed.
So we're good for Richards?
We're good on Richard.
Okay.
I think Ms. Helen was gonna sign up.
Where's the one for?
Well, this right here.
And then it's in the.
Just forwarded. All right. But yeah. Yeah. No, it populated.
I would probably hope so.
Okay. Okay, I forwarded you.
Just received it. I shall complete and send back. Thank you so much.
Yeah, because I got it at 11:13.
They just went through.
Are we ready to proceed with Mr. Tuck's case?
One moment, you're on. Yep.
I think it's.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Tuck,
No, Mr. Tuck. Mhm.
Yes, I'm here.
can you get to a steady state for me and we can complete your plea?
Yes, sir. Hold on. Let me get to there right now. Yeah, I'm at a steady state, sir.
All right, so Mr. Tuck, again, you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney present at these proceedings. It's my understanding that you wish to proceed pro se without the advice of an attorney today. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
It's my understanding that let's see, one of the charges is going to be dismissed against you. That is the brake light or turn signal charge. The other charge is being reduced to a no license on person, and that you've agreed to pay a $200 fine plus court costs. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
When will you be able to get that paid?
I can get it paid by the end of the month.
Okay. Well, today's the 30th, so today's the end of the month.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have it paid before January 1st.
Okay. How do we proceed with that? I mean,
Not to, persuade your judgment on this, but, you can put him on probation, waive the fees, and then probation terminates. If it's gonna take 30 days, but it's up to your honor.
is there a way, given that it's 30 days, is there a way of keeping track of it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
For
I can keep a track, I can keep a weekly account of the status of the account.
Okay. Because I don't want to place him on probation for $200.
Right.
Okay. We ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, okay.
On or about March 11th, 2016, the defendant did fail to have his driver's license in his immediate possession at all times while operating a motor vehicle in violation of OCGA 40-5-29. The state's recommendation, Your Honor, is $200 plus court costs, and the brake light turn signal violation will be no cost.
All right. Is that your understanding, Mr. Tuck?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you raise your right hand for me, sir? Do you swear from the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
And you can place your hand down. It's my understanding that in case 17 CR 020305E, you wish to plead guilty to no license on person. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
You're under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel, or you've been given the opportunity to be represented by counsel. It's my understanding that you wish to proceed pro se without the advice of a lawyer. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and if by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No.
Has
Sorry,
anyone,
sir.
has anyone forced you to plead guilty?
Oh, no, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Mr. Tuck, we'll give you until the end of the year to get the fine paid.
Okay.
All right, if nothing further, anything further that we need from him?
Yes, can you have him check his chat? I just sent him the photo on that.
Okay, so the total amount's gonna be in your chat. Mr. Tuck, is there a way for us to, do we have a status calendar first of the year?
Yes, I actually have one on the third, it's January 3rd.
Okay, Mr. Tuck, I'm gonna place you on a status calendar on January 3rd. If you have paid that fine, then let the clerks, then let us know about it. If you have not paid that fine, then I'm gonna have you come to my court date and tell me why, okay?
Okay.
Okay, but I expect that you're gonna have that paid by the end of the year, since that's what the representation that you've made to me, okay? I don't normally do that, but I'm gonna give you that opportunity so you can get this behind you and not be placed on probation.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. If nothing further, you have a good day, sir.
Thank you. Happy holidays.
You also. Okay, Ms. Rosenhuber, are we ready for Mr. Richards?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is the state ready for Mr. Richards?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Come on up.
Yes, good morning again,
How
Mr.
you doing,
Richards.
sir?
I'm doing well, thank you. Can you raise your right hand for me?
Yes, sir.
Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you. Yes.
Yes, Your Honor, does the defense stipulate to venue ID and factual basis?
Yes, we do.
The state's recommendation is 12 months probation, $300 fine, balance suspended, credit for time served, 4 days, Your Honor.
President.
Judge, we would ask that the court accepts the negotiated agreement. It's my understanding that it was the negotiated agreement that probation terminates or is suspended once the fine is paid. So however that needs to be phrased, just so that negotiated agreement is carried out. That'd be great.
Okay. How long does he think it's gonna take for him to get this?
I'm finna go now and pay it.
Oh, you can pay it today?
Yes, I'm going.
Oh, okay, so we're gonna be done with it.
Yes.
Okay, all right, so we don't, balance is suspended, so we don't need to deal with probation if he's gonna pay it today, right?
That's my understanding.
Yes.
Okay, so, all
now.
right. So Mr. Richards, it's my understanding that in case 21 CR 003791E, you wish to plead guilty to pandering, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or
Oh, no,
alcohol this
no.
morning?
No. Oh, okay.
Yes, you're fine. You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with the representation?
Yes, sir.
I understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. And once you get the charge, the fine paid, you'll be done. All right?
Okay, so
Good luck to you, sir. That-
yes, sir. Is it in the courthouse or wherever? I don't know.
They'll give you the address.
We'll be with you in just a second. Okay?
All
So I
right.
have to enter it manually, so it might.
I can.
So give us a minute so they can get it entered so you can get it paid, okay?
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Okay, Mr. Hobbs, did you get all the information?
Yes, sir. I'm going over it now.
Okay, all right, just let us know, and get it back with us. Let's see,
Yes,
who
sir.
else? Who else are we waiting to take care of this morning?
I've just emailed, I had to print out the DocuSign. It wouldn't let me make my own corrections in it, so I had to print it out. and manually sign it on behalf of Mr. Thomas, and I've just emailed that to.
Okay, I have it.
Okay.
So Ms. Helen, are we ready to take the plea for Mr. Thomas?
Yes, Your Honor. I believe Mr. Thomas is on Zoom.
Are you with us, Mr. Thomas?
Rodriguez?
Hello? I don't hear my bad. I don't know how to work Zoom. Let me cut the camera.
Okay, activate your camera for me, Mr. Thomas.
All right, I'm trying to activate it right now. It's true.
Should be a little video camera at the bottom for you to click it and your screen should appear.
I think we lost him, Miss Helen.
He might have exited himself out. I'll text him and ask him to rejoin.
Okay, I'm sure that he's been here, so I'm sure he'll come back.
Hello?
Yes, Mr.
My
Thomas.
bad. I don't know. It's my first time in that virtual court stuff, so I don't know how to work this.
Okay, you're fine.
Mr. Thomas, can you remove your hat, please? Because you're in court.
Yes, ma'am. My bad.
Thank you.
Okay, get yourself to a steady space for me, Mr. Thomas.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay, I need you to stop walking around, that's what I mean. Okay, you ready for me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, can you raise your right hand for me?
Yeah.
Do you swear from the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You can put your hand down, thank you. Yes.
Your Honor, does the defense stipulate to the fact purposes of venue and ID?
Yes, we do stipulate.
Okay, the state's recommendation, Your Honor, is for obstruction, 12 months probation, credit for time served, 2 days, a $300 fine, and probation can go non-reported upon completion of terms. And for the possession of marijuana, the state has no cost that.
And Judge, that is our understanding of the plea. We ask the court to accept the plea as negotiated.
Okay. Mr. Thomas, it's my understanding that in case 21 CR 006079E, you wish to plead guilty to willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Very satisfied.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I will accept the plea as negotiated. Mr. Thomas, let's see. The sooner you get you pay the fine, the sooner you won't be on reporting probation, and the sooner you won't have to pay probation fees. So I would encourage you to go ahead and get that done. We'll give you where you need to go to probation. I ask that you report within the next 2 weeks. Is that is this? Do you know when you can get this paid, Ms. Helen?
I apologize, Judge. It cut out there. What was your question?
Do you know when he can get this paid?
Mr. Thomas, do you know when you'll have the 300 paid by?
If I don't have it soon as I come to probation building, I'll probably have it like the next 2 weeks or something like that. No longer than 2 weeks from now though.
Okay, I just want to make sure because every month that you go by, they have a $49 charge, so that's just going to start increasing over time. But if you get it paid off right away, then you don't have to, you won't have to. So I encourage you to pay it as soon as you can. All
Yes,
right.
sir.
So if nothing further, good luck to you, Mr. Thomas. Do we need anything more from Mr. Thomas?
No, Judge, that's it for the defense.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Ms. Helen?
So I'm supposed to leave now, or?
Hold on, Ms. Bolton, yes?
Yes, I was gonna ask Ms. Helen, does she want me to forward her this probation link so she can sign her client up for probation?
So we don't do the probation sheets anymore? I'll definitely link it.
No, Ms. Ellen, so they have a new process now, so we're now using like QR codes and we have links that we can send to yourself or your client so they can sign up for probation that way. So we moved or pivoted to electronic process.
Understood. Okay, I can definitely get that link to Mr. Thomas.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. And Judge, is Mr. Thomas excused?
Yes. Have a good day, Mr. Thomas.
Okay,
Thank you,
you too,
Judge.
sir. Happy holidays.
Thank you.
And Judge, I do believe that's all.
You also. Okay, let's see, Mr. Hobbs. Can you
Yes,
hear
sir.
me? Okay,
Yes, sir, I can.
can you raise your right hand for me?
Mm-hmm.
You swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor, and I also wanted to point out that Donald Rose Gresham, the victim in this case, is on Zoom, so I didn't know if she wanted to speak or not.
Okay, well, and this is, I don't know anything about this case, Ms. Githia, so would you like to, who is this? And,
It was her car that was damaged in this case.
okay, so why don't you give me the presentation and then I will ask Ms. Rose Gresham if she has anything that she would like to say, okay?
State expects the evidence to show that December 29, 2020, officers were dispatched to 1125 Ponce de Leon Avenue, Northeast in Atlanta, located in Fulton County, for the offense of criminal trespass, for property to damage to property, in which the defendant, Jahara Hobbs, was accused of intentionally damaging the property belonging to Donald Rose, in which the property was valued at $500 or less when he broke the rear window of her white Infiniti. The state's offer is 12 months probation, a $300 fine, 80 hours of community service, to attend a law and decision-making class, pay restitution in the amount of $300 to Donald Rose Gresham, and probation in its entirety. And my apologies, I put on the paperwork, Rose Donna, her name is Donna Rose.
Okay. Yes, Ms. Rose Gresham, if you would like to address the court, now is your opportunity to do so. You of course do not have to, but if you would like to, maybe you raise your right hand for me. Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You can place your hand down. What would you like to tell the court?
I just wanted to mention that on that day, when the vandalism occurred, my husband and I were in the bed with COVID, and it was pretty severe. And while we were there trying to recover, and it was just the beginning of the illness, I could hear my alarm going off, and so we were feverish, we were so weak, but we had to go out. My husband went out first, and I was scared for his life because we didn't know what to expect when he got out there, and the COVID just really had us already very anxious. And so it was it could have been worse, but it was a nightmare for us. There was only I paid for the window,
So there wasn't anything else missing in my car, but I had, I'm just kind of, I really don't understand why this occurred. And it was a huge inconvenience for us, especially because under the circumstances, we were just in a bad place. Both of us at the same time, we were in bed with COVID. So I pray that Mr. Hobbs is just aware, that decisions that other people make can really, impact other people. And so I think that's just all I have to say. But I do say I forgive him for what he did, and we can move forward.
Thank you, Ms. Rose Gresham. We appreciate you being here today. Let's see, Mr. Hobbs, if you could unmute yourself for me, please. Unmute yourself.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Hobbs, you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney present at these proceedings. It's my understanding that you wish to proceed pro se today without the advice of counsel. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay, you've heard the state's recommendation in this matter, and it's my understanding that you wish to accept that recommendation.
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay, so in case 21 CR 005611E, it's my understanding that you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass and damage to property. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, it is.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, sir, I am not.
You've been given the opportunity to be represented by counsel. It's my understanding that you wish to proceed pro se without the advice of counsel. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
You received the plea paperwork in the matter. Did you have an opportunity to go through that paperwork?
Yes, I did.
Did you review the paperwork line by line?
Yes, sir, I did.
Did you sign the bottom of the paperwork?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir, I do.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
Do you offer this plea freely and voluntarily with a full understanding of the charge against you?
Yes, I do.
I will accept your plea and the negotiated plea. Let's see, it's my understanding that you will be on probation for the entire 12 months. We will send you where you need to report to probation. I ask that you report within the next 2 weeks, okay?
Yes, sir, thank you.
All right, do you have any further questions for me today?
No, I do not, but I would like to apologize to Miss Rose, for that moment. I mean, everybody was going through something, and I just made not the right choice, and stuff like that. But I do apologize. Simply put. Yeah.
Very good. Well, she appreciates that, and as does the court. We appreciate you taking responsibility for what you did. Let's see, do we have his contact information to get him? So, Mr. Hobbs, if you can put your email address into the chat so that we can give you where you need to report to probation. And then once you do that, you're free to go. Good luck to you, sir. Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Okay, I think that, and we have his information there, so you're free to go, Mr. Hobbs. Thank you. I believe that completes the 9 o'clock calendar. Ms. Bolton, when you're ready, we can go over the calendar.
Thank you. Y'all be good.
You also, sir.
Your Honor, can you clarify your position for? Okay. Position 30, we're just gonna do a straight fine, correct? No probation for Richards. And he's doing it with a straight fine, okay. Is that correct, Your Honor?
Yes,
Okay, so.
and all of, what's that?
Right here, because we have that, so I don't know if that needs to be changed.
It says balance,
We can just do it.
so if it's okay with everyone, the way this is worded might be confusing, for Mr. Richards. Can we just put, a $300 fine, to be paid today? Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
Put that on my calendar. You gotta sign it or y'all okay? Everybody?
need me to hand him anything or an address or?
No. So I have to, I'm gonna enter that manually after we reconcile the calendar, and then he can go over there, 'cause I have to put it in for him to go.
That's fine. Okay, so
And, so for all of, Ms. Rosenhuber and Mr. Gaither's cases where they were holding, to get in touch with them, I assume that you weren't able to get in touch with them, as such a bench warrant will be issued for those cases.
Correct.
Okay.
Your Honor, may I ask, you want me to reconcile or just ask or skip the ones that I don't have information for? 'Cause I don't have information for 17 to 18.
Well, when you get to them,
Okay,
if I have the
okay.
information, I'll chime in.
Thank you. Okay. Can everyone hear me? Okay. Position 1, reset status February 8th. Position 2, reset final plea February 8th. Position 3, reset final plea February 8th. Position 4, reset status. Position reset status February 8th. Position 5, reset status February 8th. Position 6, reset status March 7th. Position 7, bench warrant. Position 8, no cross. Position 9, reset final plea February 8th. Position 10, reset status February 8th. Position 11 was a plea. Position 12 was a plea. Position 13,
Final plea February 8th, 1:30.
thank you. Position 13,
You
reset
have to,
final plea.
Inform Ms. Watson Cafe, if you would, that her client did,
Derek Jones, correct.
show up later.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Position 14, reset final plea February 8th. Position 15, reset final plea February 8th. Position 16, motions reset February 22nd. Position 17,
Bench warrant,
position 18,
bench warrant,
position 19, reset motion February 22nd. Position 20, reset final plea February 8th. Position 21, jury trial demand. Position 22, reset motion February 22nd. Position 23, special set jury trial February 14th. Position 24, plea. Position 25,
Bench warrant.
Warrant.
position 26, reset status, February 28th. Position 27, reset final plea, February 28th. Excuse me, my apologies. Position 27, reset final plea, February 8th. Position 28, reset motions, March 21st. Position 29, reset status, February 8th. Position 30 was a plea. Position 31, reset status, February 8th. Position 32, reset status, March 7th. Position 33, reset final plea, February 8th. Position 34, reset final plea, February 8th. Position 35, reset final plea, February 8th. Position 36, bench warrant. Position 37, reset final plea, February 8th. Position 38, bench warrant. Position 39.
We had a conflict. Was there a conflict there? We were holding
Yes.
for the attorney. Since he's not here, let's reset that for a status on February 8th.
Thank you, Your Honor. Position 40, reset final plea, February 8th. Position 41, plea. Position 42, plea. Position 43, reset final plea, February 8th. Position 44, plea. Position 45, reset motion, March 21st. Position 46, plea. Position 47, reset status, February 8th. Position 48, it's a plea at 1:30. Position 49, reset motions, February 22nd. And position 50, bench warrants. Any questions or concerns or corrections?
What was the announcement for position 42?
Yes. 42 was a plea.
I had that was an FTA.
That's an FTA, Your Honor.
I didn't take a plea for Mr. Ranchez Thompson. I had that case is a FTA. And
Okay.
I'll be handling it if Mr. Thompson does appear for court.
One was a plea and then similar last name.
Oh, my apologies. 41 was a plea and 42 FTA. My apologies.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for that correction.
Okay, anything further?
I don't believe so.
Okay, I'll see you all at 1:30.
See you then.